Hey, I'm Kyle Sloan. This is Damon Corneely here at Windsong Dojo, and we wanted to cover just a little bit of an addendum to the Straightjacket series that we presented several months ago. And there's a little bit of a low transition. Rather than stepping over into tate-shiho-gatame or the mount for the BJJ players out there, there is an option for a low hip transition that gets you into a really nice piece of control, and I'll show that to you real quick. So if you would, just go ahead and lay down, put your head toward me there, Damon. And I'm going to skip over a lot of the mechanics and the stuff that's already been discussed, because this is, like I said, sort of an addendum from this broken kamisho with the lapel control and driving this elbow up. He's going to make his little attempt to escape, which means he has to turn in. So just like in the original, I'm stepping through. You'll notice I'm getting real tight leg control, driving that shoulder way up. Now the option, here's the little change, is that as I drive this shoulder up, I also have the option of pushing this shoulder down across his body, which I can do is if I'm holding onto my own lapel here, as I roll over, I'm automatically pushing that down with my body, and then I transition here. I'm cupping here. Let's see if you can walk your feet around toward your left. Your other left. I'm sorry, you're right. There we go. So you'll notice that as I've made this little cupping action on the shoulder, so I can lift up and either insert the hand or the leg, and then really come back and secure a nice tight control on him here. And this is certainly going to be no fun for him. So let's try this from with your head here. We'll just get the quick basics on it. We're in this condition. Again, working on this high shoulder control. As we step over, you'll notice from the lapel grab, I'm able, as I step, it drives that hand down. I transition, and we're into this nice piece of control here. What I like about this is that I'm able to get my leg inserted underneath the body, and this really makes his escape work a whole lot harder. And then there's some other really dastardly mischief that I'm not going to go into. It's just this sort of crude, rude judo that you can do to the man. Like, well, if I just made a fist here and laid weight into it, horribly, horribly uncomfortable for him. But that's sort of, like I said, that's kind of rude, and it's a cheap shot at the guy. But if you're holding the man down and you've got him elevated here, it's a lot harder for him to get that escape working, especially since I'm controlling this arm with my own arm reaching over. The more I suck him up, the more it pushes this arm down into his neck. So I could also think about inserting a hand here and applying a little bit of choke work as well. So that's just an addendum to the Straightjacket series with a little bit of a low side control ending.